Gyro, also known as the final villain of Hunter x Hunter, is the founder and former king of NGL, Neo-Green Life Autonomous Region, a somewhat primitive hermit kingdom that banned all forms of technology and modern life commodities, including polyester clothes and any form of communication device. In chapter 204, Togashi foreshadowed Gyro without revealing his face as an inevitable threat that will eventually face Gon. As a human, he lived a miserable childhood and was often abused by his alcoholic father. After being consumed by the Ant Queen, he was reborn as the only soldier who possessed the power of independent will to reject the Queen's orders. His feelings of malevolence and pure determination were second to none. As a child, his oppressive father rarely spoke to him and forced him to work in a construction site isolated from any peers, causing him language delay. When Gyro returned home, he was not allowed to leave the bed except to relieve himself twice a day. Gyro's bed creaked loudly whenever he turned in his sleep, and because of that his father aggressively assaulted him once, after which Gyro learned to sleep without moving. Clinging to any hope, Gyro deluded himself to believe that his father loved him nonetheless, because the latter took care of him once when he had a fever and actually never asked him to leave. That is, of course, until a local bully broke that fantasy of his by revealing that his father is only keeping him home because he is bringing money, and that he never looked after him when he was sick. It was in fact the neighbor who Gyro mistook for his father in delirium. Gyro's innocence was shattered, causing him to snap at the bully, but the latter coldly gave him a brutal beating and kept pressing his head against the pavement, with his foot telling him about the night his father had a fight with a neighbor, where the former said that he isn't concerned whether Gyro lived or died. As he pitifully stayed down and listened to the bully, Gyro witnessed his father passing by and noticing him, only to look forward and continue walking. Right then and there was the moment Gyro finally understood everything. The universe doesn't really care about him. Eventually, the boy stood up and smashed his father's skull with a hammer before taking what money was there and leaving. 9 years later, he founded NGL, and 9 years after that it became a nation with him as its king. But Gyro's true and only goal was to spread evil and destroy humanity. The first step towards achieving that was manufacturing and distributing a dangerous addictive narcotic under the codename D2. However, since the Chimera Ant events, Gyro had to restart his agenda from square one by resettling in Meteor City and building his new kingdom there.